An annual race returned to La Crescent this weekend, but this year with a new name. How organizers feel about bringing in this new era coming up.
And fall begins later this week. I'll let you know when we'll see more fall-like temperatures later this week.
Happy Sunday, everyone, and thanks for joining us on Weekend Mornings today. I'm McKenna Alexander. Let's go ahead and take a look outside this morning. Greg, what's it looking like for the day ahead?
Actually, it's fairly nice right now, and the day ahead for most areas will be fairly nice. We're not going to see a lot of showers and thunderstorms, a few out there, but for the most part, it should be a warm, comfortable day, but still kind of muggy out there. Still mid-60s, low 60s right now for temperatures. Dew points are still up there, too, more like mid-August yet, so the dry air hasn't quite been evected in yet. So overall, still kind of a muggy day for really the middle of September. Most of the shower activity is diminished or pushed well to the south. This is kind of where we're going to see more of the line develop further to the south later today, but if we zoom in, just a few spotty showers has passed through, but most of everyone is dry with just some cloud cover right now. So as we look at what temperatures are going to be like today, basically really similar to yesterday, maybe a little drier, colder up to the north, but still we're talking above average for this time of year. So a few showers tonight and tomorrow. Monday night and Tuesday, something to look for. Fog Monday morning could be an issue for the morning commute. And yeah, mid-October temps. I know there's a few Oktoberfests beginning later this week, so kind of right in time for that. I'll fill you in all the details here in a little bit in the broadcast on this.
All right, thanks, Greg. Local veterans who fought in the Korean and Vietnam Wars are back home this morning after a quick day trip to Washington, D.C. yesterday. It was part of the 43rd Badger Honor Flight. Now, these flights happen nationwide, where charter veterans to our nation's capital to see the memorials that have been created in their honor. Everything from transportation to food is free for the veterans as just another thank you for their sacrifice.
Well, a lot of you're honored. You know, I'm a Vietnam era veteran. And when the Vietnam era ended, there wasn't a lot of welcome back situation. A lot of us had to change the civilian clothes before we got off the airplane, things like that. This is kind of like a welcome back.
The next Badger Honor Flight is set for Tuesday, October 11th. An annual race returned to La Crescent this weekend, but this year it had a new name. Last year was the final La Crescent Scenic Run to the Edge 5K. That race was held for 25 years, and now it's back just with a new name of Applefest. Over 250 people ran in the La Crescent Applefest 5K, with race directors saying they're excited to revive a decades-long tradition.
It's awesome. It's such a great community event. It's one of the few 5Ks in La Crescent, so we're really happy to bring the community together.
Unlike past years, the race finished at Old Hickory Park and kids got a chance to run in their own race. Funds from the race go toward 2 scholarship recipients at La Crescent High School. Another active event was held this weekend in La Crosse, this time the Walk to End Alzheimer's. The walk brought a sea of purple to Riverside Park on Saturday as roughly 250 walkers participated in what is the Alzheimer's Association's largest annual fundraising event. The University of Wisconsin-La Crosse's Screaming Eagles drumline and the Cooley Region Hearts Choir also performed in support. In Wisconsin alone, more than 120,000 people are currently living with the disease, and almost 200,000 are caregivers. Organizers say the disease can be isolating for many people and their families, which is why Saturday's walk marked a symbol of support for those affected.
The walk today is to bring people out and let them know that they are not alone, that the Alzheimer's Association is here to support them, give them any resource that they need.
Following that fundraiser, walkers and supporters were able to enjoy brunch at La Crosse Distilling Company. Nothing brings a community together like a picnic, which rang true yesterday during the Holman Area Foundation's 25th anniversary celebration at Halfway Creek Park. The event hosted a 2-mile fun run and free food to commemorate the foundation's accomplishments, with organizers thanking area citizens for their support. Members say they hope the celebration will encourage Holman residents to help their community.
Do what you can. If you can't write a check, you can come work in the gardens. You can come be a part of our group and help give back where we can, whether it's just monetary or being a part of our organization.
The foundation also awarded the Servant Leadership Award to a pair of retired Holman teachers. Since its formation, Holman Area Foundation has donated over $1 million to community projects, scholarships, and events. It plans to announce 25 new projects in the coming weeks. Still ahead, Packers fans at Lambeau today have more to look forward to than just the first home game, as new concessions are available this season. And you're taking a live look over La Crosse. Greg is tracking your forecast just ahead on Weekend Mornings.
Save big on on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Wanakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
By some measures, our economy is doing great. We've reached the lowest unemployment in state history. We have a record budget surplus. But there's another side too. Rising prices for groceries, gas, and medications. Folks, that's a problem. That's why I have a plan to cap prescription drug prices, aggressively prosecute price gouging, and cut taxes by another 10% for working families. It's the right thing to do for Wisconsin and our economy.
Would you look at that?
It's beautiful. Wow. That's our boy.
So bright.
Start your morning with a sausage biscuit or sausage McMuffin and pair it with a $1 any size Coke.
Sure feels good when you get it right. And with the #1 power toothbrush brand recommended by dental professionals, Philips Sonicare makes it easy for you to always get brushing right.
What do you mean the connecting rooms were not confirmed?
Exactly, not confirmed. But they're super close, though. There's just a courtyard in between them. Well, actually, it's an alley, but nobody lives in it anymore, so that's cool.
Go ahead and lock the door.
What?
When you want your kids in a room that's actually connecting,
Lock the door! Why would I lock the door?
it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay.
I know there's conflicting information about Dupuytren's contracture.
But that I couldn't get treatment yet.
Well, people may think that their contracture has to be severe to be treated, but it doesn't. If you can't lay your hand flat on the table, talk to a hand specialist.
But what if I don't want surgery?
Well, then you should find a hand specialist certified to offer non-surgical treatments.
What's the next step?
Visit findahandspecialist.com today to get started.
Look, we knew the other side would make up lies about me to scare you. Now they're claiming I want to defund the police and abolish ICE. That's a lie. I'll make sure our police have the resources and training they need to keep our community safe. And that our communities have the resources to stop crime before it happens. I'll bring back manufacturing. And I'll pass a middle-class tax cut. And if that's too scary for Washington, then so be it. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Wanakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Yeah, as we wake up this morning, we're once again seeing warm conditions overall. Pretty much similar to what we saw yesterday. A few areas saw the thunderstorms pass through overnight. A lot of it kind of dissipated as it came closer to Madison. Most of it's dissipated now completely as we get to the morning hours right now. Most of the action is to the south. The front is still lagging. This kind of action and thunderstorms have kind of stabilized the atmosphere, so most of the action will probably be, the thunderstorms will be more northern Illinois as we go on later today. That's where the area of concern is, down here, where they could actually see some severe thunderstorms later today. Otherwise, we're going to see the winds start to turn more westerly and then more northwesterly later today too. Future track, you show that by this evening. We're already starting to see the winds turn around. Cloud cover, a few showers, maybe a thunderstorm out there, but chances are fairly low and coverage is low. This is where the concern is more towards northern, even central Illinois for the severe threat, as the front now is further down to the south. Our winds tonight will turn northerly, will dry out, setting the stage for a cooler night, more fog potential. And then Monday, we're going to start seeing a warm front. You can see the winds starting to turn back around. That's going to come through at Monday night, and that's our next shot for thunderstorms. And we have to keep an eye on that. That could be some strong ones with that because it's a fairly strong warm front coming through. So overall, we look at, we're going to see temperatures warm up today, once again around the upper 70s and near 80. Dew points will start slowly dropping, so not quite as humid. A few showers here and there. The better shot will be probably towards Illinois border and areas, but once we get towards tonight, clearer skies, temperatures will drop off all the way down into the mid to upper 50s. tomorrow morning, and then a fog potential is what we're going to be concerned about as we get that day. And then tomorrow, winds will start turning around, but Monday should be a real nice day. Once again, mid to upper 70s. But then the thunderstorms come through, and this is the area that we're concerned with, that when we get to Tuesday night and setting the stage for maybe some strong ones. We'll have to keep an eye on that one if it pans out right. Then the pattern change. We talked about the colder temperatures later this week. While this is coming down from Canada, that'll be enforced by the time we get to the first day of fall, and that probably will last through the weekend, maybe into early next week too. Looks like temperatures will be more like mid-October level than we've had right now, which is mid-August. So La Crosse, once again, you're going to see a thunderstorms Monday, Tuesday with that warm front. Very warm, 87. Records are like about 91, so it won't be record level. We'll top off and then we'll drop off to the low 60s. Same thing for Madison. 84, once again, not a record, it's around 90, but then we'll tail off with the front coming through Wednesday and then cooling back off. I know New Glarus, I think, has the Oktoberfest starting this week, so it's going to be about mid-October weather to go along with that.
All right, thanks, Greg. In consumer news, Bed Bath & Beyond is trying to stay afloat, which means layoffs and shutdowns. The retailer plans to close 150 of its stores and just announced 50 of them. Of those 50 known closures, none of them are in Wisconsin. Bed Bath & Beyond is trying to keep from having to file for bankruptcy, hoping that cutting jobs and closing stores, along with more than $500 million in financing, will do the trick. During the pandemic, we saw a spike in generosity, but as Elise Preston reports, that trend is starting to drop off, especially when it comes to leaving a tip.
I work in healthcare. Nobody tips me.
Sisters Leslie and Susan don't agree on tipping when it comes to purchases outside of a full-service restaurant.
Sometimes I tip just because they're nice to me, but seriously, I don't feel pressure.
Leslie feels it. She says even when swiping her card at kiosks, she always gives a little extra.
You didn't do anything. I just walked up to the window and bought it, but you're turning around like for me to leave you a tip. Okay.
I almost feel like I'm suckered in. You know, like I gotta give something. Like I'm under pressure a little bit.
A recent survey shows tipping for takeout food peaked at the height of the pandemic. While that fell off, it's still up from 2019.
You know, with the pandemic, everything changed. Curb service, what were meant to be temporary fixes are now standards. So there is a gratuity that is often expected that goes along with that.
On average, Americans are tipping nearly 20% for sit-down meals. Gratuities dropped to about 14% on other goods and services. And etiquette expert Diane Gottsman says that's okay.
You're not expected to leave the same type of gratuity as you would if you're at a sit-down meal. But if you're grabbing a cup of coffee, if you just want to leave the change, if you want to tip up, or if you want to leave $1, by all means, feel free to do that.
While you may feel like you're being judged, Gottsman says the worker behind the counter may just be looking to help the next customer.
The morning's top stories are just ahead on Weekend Mornings. We'll be right back.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is now hiring experienced plumbers. Come work for a family-first award-winning company and enjoy union pay and benefits. Apply online today. Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, your trusted partner since 1977.
Floor & Decor, my go-to to get it all. Tile, wood, stone, and laminate, they've got it. Installation materials, yep, and all the tools I need, they've got those too. More importantly, they've got my back with benefits and services I actually want, and a pro app that makes my job easier. Floor & Decor just gets it. That means I get more done.
At Floor & Decor, whether you're looking for everyday low pricing on in-stock job lot quantities and installation materials, or a powerful partner to help take your business to the next level, we've got you covered. Discover Floor & Decor today.
Joe Biden on Medicare for All.
It's going to raise taxes on middle-class people.
Medicare for All would double your income taxes, ban employer-provided and union health plans, and bankrupt Medicare for seniors. Mandela Barnes still supports Bernie Sanders' socialist takeover of your health care.
Medicare for All is the easiest way to get us to universal health care.
Mandela Barnes, more liberal than Joe Biden, way too liberal for Wisconsin.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Hey, we're here at the local farmers market where Informed Choice Insurance Agency is offering fresh, hand-picked local Medicare? What do you mean when you say shop local for Medicare?
Your local Medicare plans have all of the bells and whistles the national TV ads promise, only better because you're working with local agents who know the doctors, specialists, and the hospital networks inside and out. You're not going to get that talking to a national call center wanting to check your zip code.
Don't be fooled by national TV hype. When it comes to your Medicare options, keep it local with Informed Choice Insurance Agency, and their services are free.
What's the matter, hon?
There's nothing to do.
You should check out Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, home with a 95% average payout.
And with so many slot machines, there's a game for every kind of player.
They're right, honey. And with new promotions and reward club perks all the time, there are more ways to win than ever before. Find your fun and visit Ho Chunk Gaming Madison today.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Now, what is happening?
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is now hiring experienced plumbers. Come work for a Family First award-winning company and enjoy union pay and benefits. Apply online today. Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, your trusted partner since 1977.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, we see showers and thunderstorms. Not much going on right now. It has kind of diminished overall everywhere, even up to Green Bay right now, so most of the action is further south. So you'll wake up to really nothing, just some cloud cover, still some warm conditions. But look at the temperature trend we'll see. We'll peak out at 84 here in Madison, 87 La Crosse, so really warm conditions Tuesday. And then we'll see that nice drop off to the low 60s to mid 60s, which is about mid-October level. By the time we get to the end of the period, most of the average temperatures are right around 70 for this time of year, so it will be colder than average. So like I said, La Crosse up to 87. That Monday, Tuesday night is when the next thunderstorm chance comes in. We may see a little bit of showers Wednesday, Thursday, but overall probably most will be dry, cooler, then kind of warming a little bit back up towards next weekend. And Madison, the same type of thing that comes through Monday, Tuesday night, shower, thunderstorm, will warm up to 84, and then the front kind of slides through starting Wednesday, and we'll see temperatures fall back into the low 60s with overnight lows, mid 40s, and some of the colder spots, especially Camp Douglas area and all those, will probably get into the upper 30s once we get to the end of the week.
Gonna need a jacket for those Oktoberfest celebrations. Thanks, Greg. Right now, world leaders and dignitaries are arriving in the UK for the late Queen Elizabeth's funeral tomorrow. This comes after a special tribute yesterday when all 8 of the monarch's grandchildren stood vigil beside her coffin just a day after the king and his siblings did the same.
They came to stand vigil for the Queen. But to all 8 of Elizabeth II's grandchildren, she was affectionately their granny. As the public streamed past them in the cavernous Westminster Hall, their silent vigil somehow felt private and deeply personal, with Prince William standing at the head of the late monarch's coffin and Prince Harry at the foot, dressed in military uniform at his father King Charles's request. It's the first time the Duke of Sussex, who served 2 combat tours of Afghanistan, has done so since he and his wife Meghan stepped back as working royals in 2020. Built over 900 years ago, Westminster Hall is an ancient symbol of imperial power, the oldest part of the Palace of Westminster that also houses Parliament. It's where, for the last century, British monarchs are brought to lie in state.
King George VI, of blessed and glorious memory.
Including the Queen's father, King George VI, in 1952. And half a century later, his wife, Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, was afforded the same honor. But never have we seen scenes like this. Mourners waiting in a line so long, it could be seen from space, as Westminster Hall continues to be a destination for tens of thousands to pay their final respects. Earlier in the day, King Charles and Prince William were met with cheers as they surprised mourners waiting in the 5-mile line.
You did an amazing job, honestly. Well done you. You're nearly there, okay? Nearly there. Love to see you all the best.
They shook hands and thanked people who'd been waiting, in some cases, throughout the night.
It was a fantastic experience to meet both of them. Humbling experience as well. You know, you see what they do for the country, and you see how much people love them.
World leaders have already started arriving here in London ahead of the state funeral on Monday, with President Biden and the First Lady expected to pay their respects to the Queen at Westminster Hall on Sunday. Imtiaz Taib, CBS News, Westminster.
There's still a half hour of news ahead here on Weekend Mornings. Next, we're running through the morning's top stories. We'll be right back.
Don't miss A1 Furniture's 4-day flash sale this Thursday through Sunday only. Get 19% off everything in the store. Sofas from $3.99, sectionals from $5.99. Plus, get 1 year free financing.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
I am crushing this to-do list.
Let me see. Smart home upgrade? Home gym?
Check.
Well, what about the windows?
Cross something important off your list. With energy-efficient windows for just $129 a month, now is the perfect time to get your home ready for fall. And keep some cash in your pocket.
Windows for $129 a month and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
My active psoriatic arthritis can slow me down. Now, Skyrizi helps me get going by treating my skin and joints. Along with significantly clearer skin, Skyrizi helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses. Skyrizi attaches to and reduces a source of excess inflammation that can lead to skin and joint symptoms. With Skyrizi, 90% clearer skin and less joint pain is possible.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like the feeling of improving my skin and joints. And that means everything. Now's the time to talk to your doctor about how Skyrizi can help treat your psoriatic arthritis so you can get going. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
First, we found out that Radical Tim Michaels supports Wisconsin's 1849 abortion ban.
But you wouldn't support exceptions for rape or incest?
That's correct. Now we found out his foundation funds a group working to outlaw birth control and ban abortion, even to save the life of the mother. And his family foundation funds a group that uses cell phone data to track women if they go to abortion centers. Vote no on Radical Tim Michaels.
Don't miss A1 Furniture's 4-day flash sale this Thursday through Sunday only. Get 19% off all mattresses store-wide. Queen mattresses just $2.99. Mattress and adjustable base both for only $7.99. Plus, get 1 year free financing.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Coats for Kids needs kid-sized winter coats.
Thousands of them to make sure every child in our area stays warm this winter.
Please help us reach our goal. Donate gently used kid-sized winter coats at any Clinky Cleaners.
They'll be cleaned and sent to the Community Action Coalition for distribution.
Don't have a kid's coat to give? Go to Channel 3000 and use the Amazon wish list to donate.
Track our progress on News 3 Now and Magic 98. Then donate to Coats for Kids.
Right now, a La Crosse High School homecoming dance had to be postponed after police received reports of a possible threat. What we know so far about the incident and what school officials are asking of parents.
Yeah, and most of the showers and thunderstorms have ended as you wake up. I'll let you know if more are expected later today.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday, and thanks for joining us. I'm Kenna Alexander. Let's take a look outside this morning. Greg, looks like it's a little bit drier out there today.
Yeah, it's actually fairly nice. Once again, pretty similar to temperatures that we've had yesterday. Dew points are the same. Overall, the shower and thunderstorm activity that we had last night, most of it was in southwestern Wisconsin. It fell apart as it pushed further east. That is all diminished. All the action is actually further south, is kind of where they're expecting more later today, too, kind of the severe threats down there. But to zoom in, really what we have is clean radar right now. Overall, from all the way from La Crosse all the way to almost Green Bay right now, all the shower stuff has diminished. So we're not expecting anything in the next 3 to 6 hours, if anything of that. Overall, 65 degrees right now, 62 dew point, still pretty high dew point, but we'll start to see that lowering just a tad today. So temperatures, once again, pretty similar as we saw yesterday, around 80. Cloud cover will start increasing. There's a few showers, thunderstorms maybe this afternoon. La Crosse right now, some lower clouds out there, 66, 63 dew point. They'll start seeing the dew point drop, but the temperature too will also get up about 80 degrees once again tonight, and you'll see the winds start turning around from the west, indicating that the front's going to get further down. So a little storms here pretty much are done with. This afternoon, showers and a few storms. Better shot if you get towards the Illinois border. Big concern for tomorrow morning is probably going to be fog with the clear skies and cooler temps. Next storm chance Monday, Tuesday, and then we got a very warm Tuesday for the start of this week. I'll fill you in all this lays out a little bit later in the broadcast.
All right, thanks, Greg. Florida Republican Governor Ron DeSantis will be in Green Bay today, campaigning with Republican gubernatorial candidate Tim Michels. Now, we've already seen a couple of national figures campaigning for Michels. First, we saw former President Donald Trump, and now Ron DeSantis. And while DeSantis isn't as well known as Trump, political scientist Charles Franklin says some of DeSantis' policies are considered just as divisive by voters. So the question is, does that help or hurt Michels to campaign with him? Franklin says it's complicated.
It's not a trivially easy calculation to make about whether the net effect is good or bad. But within the party, I think both are helpful for building up base voter support. Both are helpful. Trump probably more so.
Franklin says coming to Wisconsin could help DeSantis, who may run for president in 2024. He explains if Michels wins this fall, it could be a boost for DeSantis heading into that presidential election. Mandela Barnes is also continuing his campaign for U.S. Senate, this time in Black River Falls, as the current lieutenant governor of Wisconsin met with supporters on Saturday to discuss issues within their community. The meet and greet came shortly after the Marquette Law School poll revealed Barnes is closely behind his opponent, Ron Johnson. Barnes says the tight race doesn't faze him, and he has plans for getting in the lead.
So we're going to continue to lead with our message all across the state of Wisconsin, showing up in communities all across the state, talking about opportunity, but most importantly, holding Ron Johnson accountable.
Friday, Barnes agreed to debate Ron Johnson. The two politicians will meet twice, once on October 13th in Milwaukee and then in Oshkosh, though the date for that event hasn't been announced. A homecoming dance for Lacrosse High School was canceled last night after police received reports of a possible threat toward Logan High School. School officials postponed that homecoming dance as those officials from the La Crosse Police Department believe the threat may have been related to the dance. La Crosse School District technology staff say they're currently working with police to identify how that threat came about, but right now they don't have any more information to share. Meanwhile, Logan High School's principal is encouraging parents and guardians to have conversations with students and ask them to share any information they may have about this incident to a confidential tip line. A two-vehicle crash yesterday afternoon caused a bit of traffic as it blocked part of Highway 19 for about an hour. This was right near the Highway 151 overpass at around 3:30 in the afternoon. There's been no word yet on how many people were inside those cars or their condition. And a Richland Center man is recovering this morning after being seriously injured in a motorcycle crash on Thursday. We're told a 38-year-old man was riding north on County Highway AA when his bike left the road and crashed near Bowen Circle. He was taken to Richland Hospital, but due to the severity of his injuries, was transferred by med-flight to a different hospital. That crash is still being investigated. A group of people living inside a Beaver Dam house are displaced this morning after their home caught fire Friday night. At around 7 p.m. Friday, firefighters arrived to South Center Street, where they found smoke and flames coming out of the house. Crews were able to contain that fire to just the kitchen and extinguish it quickly, but they did stay on scene for nearly 2 hours to let that building ventilate. The home suffered damage from smoke and water. Meanwhile, St. Vincent de Paul and the Red Cross are helping those buildings' residents. A violent night in Milwaukee on Friday, where 5 people were shot during a fight. Police say 4 people showed up to the hospital with gunshot wounds around 8 o'clock p.m. A few hours later, a 5th person showed up with similar wounds. Police arrested that person shortly after, but she's yet to face any charges. Everyone is expected to be all right from their injuries, but police are still trying to figure out how the incident began and who started it all. A situation at a Holman Elementary School last week could have quickly turned tragic were it not for the quick actions of a teacher and the student in danger. Dustin Lukey shares what happened and the lessons learned.
Parents want to know their kids are safe at school.
It's not in the job description that a teacher is a superhero.
So maybe Viking Elementary 3rd grade teacher is just a secret identity for Samantha Weiss, who says her students are like her family.
I want them to know that I would do anything for them.
That commitment was put to the test when a small moment,
like a normal snack,
quickly turned into something much bigger.
Some of the scariest seconds of my life. It felt a lot longer.
Bryson Moe was eating almonds when, like a hero himself, he quickly recognized something was wrong.
Bryson had come up to me, had a look of panic.
It was just scary and everything, like when I choked.
I just kind of feel like my mama bear teacher mode kicked in, and I turned him around and started doing the Heimlich. Like, I feel like it just was like an instinct.
She saved my life.
Was it terrifying? Absolutely.
And after taking a few moments, Ms. Weiss says she and her assistant, along with the school nurse, then took some time to put her students at ease, answering any questions they might have.
That's why we have things in place, so that if something happens, look at all the adults that came, you know, to help in case something like this happened.
A real life lesson.
Just grateful.
From some real life superheroes.
So lucky to have my son. Yeah. You know, I'm very, very thankful.
That everything was okay.
Weiss says that you never know when something like that may happen, which is why she says it's so crucial to pay attention and retain any sort of emergency training. Still ahead, SSM health physician Dr. Rupa Shah is back for another health conversation, this time sharing how to prevent injuries while running. We'll be right back on Weekend Mornings.
It's the extended Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. And right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Take $100 off every $1,000 you spend. Save up to $200 on our Denver Mattress brand lineup, plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the extended Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Hi, this is Lisa from 4Imprint. Yes. I'd like 50 welcome wows, 300 customer I love it, and 200 team member oh yes.
Certainly.
You know we got some brand new woohoos.
Dial up the wow factor with promotional products from 4Imprint. We specialize in awesome items that are certain to awe and guaranteed to deliver some ooh yes. From apparel, backpacks, drinkware to high-tech items. Wow.
I love it. Woohoo!
Go to 4imprint.com and find some wow now. 4Imprint, for certain.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Backed by popular demand, Hy-Vee drive-through flu shot clinics. Just follow the signs in your Hy-Vee parking lot to get your flu shot right from your car. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment or prescription is necessary. Drive-through flu shots are offered on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 3 to 7 p.m. Or get your flu shot inside your Hy-Vee pharmacy at any time with no appointment necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you get a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver.
It changes your entire world. I know because I was a victim myself. So to think there are people like Senator Ron Johnson in Washington who'd make it harder. Ron Johnson supported the Supreme Court's decision outlawing abortion in Wisconsin, even for victims of rape and incest, allowing doctors and nurses to be prosecuted. When I think about other victims and what they're going to have to go through because of Ron Johnson, he doesn't share our values. S&P is responsible for the content of this ad.
It's the extended Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. And right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Take $100 off every $1,000 you spend. Save up to $200 on our Denver Mattress brand lineup, plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the extended Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Yeah, we'll look at radar right now. We've seen a few showers. Once again, all the action has pushed to the south, so radar is quiet as we speak for all the areas. We might see a little bit more development later on this afternoon, but for the time being, just cloud cover and sunshine coming out, warm temperatures. Overall, the chances for rain really are kind of slim today, but it's more towards the Illinois-Wisconsin border. And then Monday night and Tuesday night is when we start seeing the next chance of rain. Otherwise, temperatures will warm up to almost the mid-80s by Tuesday, and then tail off as we get closer to the weekend, when we should be back to the low to mid-60s, which once again will be below average for this time of year, which will be sitting around about 69 degrees as we get towards the end of this week. So That's what we're expecting. I know there's Oktoberfest coming up starting in New Glarus this weekend, so I mean those temperatures will be more like mid-October instead of what we've had like the mid-August for the past actually several days.
All right, thanks, Greg. Looking forward to those lower temperatures. Well, it tastes like a tomato, smells like a tomato, and even kind of looks like a tomato. This purple tomato could soon be coming to a grocery store near you. The USDA has approved this genetically modified tomato. And the tomato isn't just pretty and purple. The scientists who made it say it has more antioxidants and a longer shelf life than garden variety red tomatoes. For it to make its way to stores, the FDA has to give it the thumbs up, and then you may be able to find it on shelves. Last weekend was the Ironman triathlon in Madison, and this weekend a triathlon sprint at Devil's Lake. It's no secret that we live in an active community, but it's important to make sure that activity doesn't turn to injury. SSM health physician Dr. Rupa Shah sat down with Shane Hogan for this morning's health conversation about preventing harm while running.
From 5Ks to full marathons and ultra marathons, there is no shortage of opportunities to get out and run with the community this season. SSM Health family physician and wellness coach Dr. Rupa Shah joins me this morning to share some injury prevention tips. And we're going to start with the basics here. So something good to know is about shoes when it comes to running. Can you wear any kind of athletic shoe, or is there a specific recommendation you have?
Yeah, so of course everyone has different type of feet, and so your shoe wear has to be very specific to your specific foot. There fortunately are a lot of specialty running stores and specialists in the area that can really help find the perfect shoe for you, but it is important to sort of have that evaluation, because some people can be what we call pronators, others can be supinators, some could have a neutral foot. So finding the right shoe wear can really help prevent injuries in the long run.
Yeah, and if you're newer to running, or you want to, up your distance from a 5K, for example, to a half marathon, what are some tips you have for people kind of easing into that increase in distance?
Yeah, so we tend to want to do things quickly, but with running, it's really important that you really slowly increase your mileage and don't go to a very fast pace or a long distance too quickly to, again, avoid injuries and such. So there are plenty of these couch to 5K programs that can help. But again, the rule of thumb really is don't increase by more than 10% in terms of your distance or your speed per week. This really can help, really can help avoid injuries for runners.
Yeah, you got to listen to your body too.
Yeah, exactly.
So should runners just stick to running, or are there other activities that they should build into their routine as they prepare for their big run to prevent those injuries?
Yeah, so all too often I do think people get really focused just on the running and then the goal of the race that they might be having, but it's so important to cross-train, which means including some weight training and something such as yoga to help with the core stability. Of course, yoga can help a lot with stretching those hip flexors and different muscles that get really tight while running, and can really improve your gluteal stability and gluteal stabilizers as well, which is really important for runners.
Yeah, got to have kind of the full body ready to go, not just your endurance and your cardio.
Yeah,
good to know. And what are some signs that you might have overdone it and should take a break, or even the chances you need to go see a doctor?
Yeah, so of course if you're increasing your distance and your speed and you're working towards a race, you're going to have some minor muscle aches and pains, and some of that can be really normal and have a few joint pains. If you start noticing a specific joint is giving you constant, persistent issues, it might be time to see either a sports medicine physician or your regular physician, and sometimes folks may even need a little physical therapy to kind of help them get back into the game a little bit as well. So,
again, you got to listen to your body. You don't want to overdo it.
Exactly.
And where else can people find you, Dr. Shah?
So they can find me on Instagram at Wellness with Dr. Shah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
In more health news, ADHD patients could have trouble filling their prescriptions. Pharmacy chains like CVS and Walgreens are reporting that they're having difficulty keeping Adderall in stock at locations across the country. Adderall is a drug that's commonly used to treat attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. In a report from Bloomberg, Walgreens reports supply chain challenges are affecting its supply of both instant release and extended release Adderall. A company behind illegally flavored nicotine gummies has discontinued the item following a warning letter from the FDA. Last month, the FDA sent a letter to VPR Brands, the name behind Crave Nic. The letter stated the company was not authorized to make, sell, or distribute these products, noting the gummies are particularly concerning given their resemblance to kid-friendly candy products. Because of this, the agency warned the gummies could cause severe nicotine toxicity or even death in young children. The gummies contained 1 milligram of nicotine and came in 3 different flavors, such as Blue Raz and Cherry Bomb. Crave Nic claims these gummies were meant for adults. Is it your 4-legged friend getting a little plump? A new study suggests if you get moving, so will your dog. Michael George has more.
11-month-old Cooper has tons of energy. It takes a lot for his owner, Connor Shaughnessy, to keep up with him.
He's very, very highly energetic, and we go out minimum 3 times a day, hour and a half per walk.
And when Connor exercises, Cooper exercises with him.
Whenever we go for runs, he's running at my side, and we just go until we're both tired.
New research suggests dog owners who are more active have more active dogs. And with more pets putting on pounds, researchers say that's a good thing.
Obesity in our companion animals in the long term can lead to several detrimental health impacts, such as cardiac disease, diabetes, mobility issues.
Obesity is a growing problem for pets. The Association for Pet Obesity Prevention estimates more than 100 million dogs or cats in the U.S. are overweight or obese. Sydney Banton from the University of Guelph authored this new international study that looked at dog owners living in France, Germany, the UK, Canada, and here in the U.S.
We're hoping that the results from this study encourage pet owners and veterinarians to promote both exercise and dietary habits. And it's been shown in humans as well that both together in combination are more successful in terms of weight loss than either one on its own.
Connor tries to keep Cooper at a healthy weight with diet and exercise.
You want to make sure they're going to live a nice, long, healthy life. You don't want any vet bills going up, and you want your dog to be happy.
And a healthy dog is a happy dog.
Experts suggest owners speak with their veterinarians before starting any regular fitness routine for their dog. Still ahead, learn how a local group is helping empower and inspire Madison's Black community. And you're taking a live look over the Capitol. Greg is tracking your forecast just ahead on Weekend Mornings.
This portion of News 3 Now is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Warrens, Wisconsin.
It's Make My Mondays at Hy-Vee. This Monday, that's Smart Bananas, only 19 cents a pound. And family-sized Cheerios, only 99 cents. While supplies last, Monday only. And visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
Dear 2029, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspections, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota.
To learn more about Toyota certified used vehicles, see your local Toyota dealer today. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Look, we knew the other side would make up lies about me to scare you. Now they're claiming I want to defund the police and abolish ICE. That's a lie. I'll make sure our police have the resources and training they need to keep our community safe. And that our communities have the resources to stop crime before it happens. I'll bring back manufacturing. And I'll pass a middle-class tax cut. And if that's too scary for Washington, then so be it. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
It's Make My Mondays at Hy-Vee. This Monday, Mrs. Grimes chili beans, only 19 cents. And Lean Cuisine or Stouffer's Classics, only $1.99. Monday only. And visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, you probably heard a little bit about Tropical Storm Fiona right now. It's actually going to impact some of the islands down there, but it is going to recurve to the northeast, so not a threat to the mainland U.S., and this would be about Friday time frame. But it is going to start off, and it's almost a Category 1 hurricane sitting right now at 70 miles per hour. By the time it gets further north, it will be Cat 1 and then actually a Cat 2 and 110 by this Friday. So it's going to be slow, but once it starts getting into the stronger winds aloft northeast of Florida, then it's really going to start moving too. So that's the only tropical real issue right now. As you zoom in, you can kind of see it's still kind of disorganized, but it is approaching San Juan. They've had just some basically tropical storm warnings and now hurricane warnings for some of these areas that we're dealing with. But overall for us, we've seen the action. Actually, this has fallen apart, pushing southeast. The front's getting a little closer to our area right now, but really with this action overnight, it's kind of done and stabilized the atmosphere a little bit, that we won't see much in the way of showers, thunderstorms today as the front kind of slides through. But overall, we've seen quite a bit of temperature. Temperature-wise, we're still about the same as we were yesterday. Not much change. More of the change is actually further to the west. We'll see some of that, especially when we go until tomorrow morning, when our temperatures are more in the 50s than they are in the 60s. But in the meantime, it's going to be a similar day today. So overall, you see the front's going to slide to the south. The winds should start turning around to the west, northwest here this afternoon. Few showers overall in the day, but the bulk of the activity should be in northern Illinois and even a severe threat down there. But we could still see showers, a few, through at least the evening hours time frame. Overnight, we're going to clear out a little bit. Winds are going to turn off. They're going to be light. That'll set the stage probably for some fog for your morning commute. And then overall, tomorrow should be a very nice day. Upper 70s, drier conditions slightly. And then we're going to see a warm front. You see the winds start to turn on from the southeast and approach to that Monday. And then we're going to see showers and thunderstorms develop Monday night into Tuesday morning. And these could be strong. This is a fairly strong warm front that comes through, so something we'll keep an eye on. And then Tuesday, there's the winds turn around out of the south in advance, and that means for a very warm Tuesday. If we look at temperatures here today, we'll get up to about the mid-70s here by about noon. A few showers once again, westerly winds. Overall, just a little bit drop in the dew point, but it should be a similar day. And then overnight, as you can see the temperatures begin to drop off. It'll be mid to upper 50s tonight as we go through tonight, instead of what we the mid-60s as we see with light winds. And then tomorrow, once again, should be a fairly comfortable day, a little bit drier. Temperatures once again get up to mid-70s. So the severe threat, if you're heading down that way, that's where it says Hants, which is actually almost up to moderate. So they could see some severe thunderstorms in that area. Pattern change, that's what's coming down from the north. That'll be more of Wednesday, Thursday into Friday. Mid-October air, really, temperatures will be kind of in that range. So in the 10-day, like I said, for La Crosse, that 87, not a record, but it's getting up there. And then we're going to see temperatures drop off. Same thing for Madison, 84, not a record, but very warm Tuesday after thunderstorms end Tuesday morning. And then the front comes through at the end. 62 is about 7, 8 degrees below average mid-October as the first day of fall begins Thursday.
I was going to say, perfect timing for it to start feeling like fall. Thanks, Greg. Bow hunters are getting their first chance at tagging a deer this fall. As the deer bow hunting season gets underway this weekend, the DNR wants to make sure everyone has a safe time while outdoors. DNR officials are urging hunters to review these 4 safety rules before they head out. The first, treat every bow or crossbow as if it were loaded. The second, always point the crossbow in a safe direction. Third, be certain of your target as well as what is before and beyond it. And finally, keep your finger outside the crossbow trigger guard or archery release until you're ready to shoot. The archery and crossbow season runs through January 8th. Another season's currently underway, football season. And not only will tonight be the Packers' first home game of the season, but fans will also get the first taste of new foods available at different Lambeau Field concession stands. 13 new items will be on the menu. Some include a jalapeno popper grilled cheese with chorizo sausage strips or a Flamin' Hot Cheetos mac and cheese, complete with chorizo, sour cream, and cheese on top. Packers representatives say they hope the variety of food will satisfy the palate of every Packers fan.
Part of our wish for the experience here at Lambeau Field on game day is to have each part of your visit be top-notch. We are very pleased to see what Zach and his team have cooked up this year, and we know the fans will be excited.
Those concessions are available at the majority of stands on game day all season long. Meanwhile, the season may be over for the Madison Mallards, but that doesn't mean the party has to end, and it certainly didn't for fans yesterday afternoon. Partnering with the Willie Street Co-op and the Northside Planning Council, the Duck Pond hosted the first ever Northside Fest on Saturday. The event was filled with food, vendors, and live entertainment. Mallards executives say the club wants to help celebrate all the Northside has to offer.
Rebuilding relationships with vendors and food trucks and bands, just all specifically here on the north side, has been something we've always wanted to do, and this is the perfect way to do it.
Organizers say they're already looking forward to hosting the festival again next year. After a two-year hiatus, La Crosse's Midwest Music Festival returned this weekend. The festival went back to its roots as a multi-venue stage and genre festival held around the city. That event's 2 days and it's nonprofit with stages all around downtown La Crosse, making for a layout organizers say is perfect for discovering a new favorite band or artist.
I think it's just a great opportunity to support local music, find a new band that you've never heard of before, maybe never seen before, and just be around friends and have a good time.
This year's headliners included Wisconsin's own S. Carey, Field Report, and over 60 other musical acts, as well as local and regional visual artists, community vendors, brewers, and food trucks. Urban Triage hosted their annual Harvest Festival Saturday at the Farley Center. The group's goal is to set up Madison's Black community for success through transformative education and self-sufficiency, such as agriculture. Urban Triage has farmland at the Farley Center. Black farmers once made up 14% of America's farmland. Today, they hold just 3%. The event featured an African drum march to their crops, celebrating the land that's yielded so much food in the last year. In addition to building financial sustainability through farming and economic empowerment, the group brings Madison's diverse community together for fun events to show that we're all the same, no matter your background.
The idea is that we need to meet people where they're at and offer them other opportunities and environments for different experiences, right? And teach people how to utilize tools that help them feel empowered, inspired, and transformed.
Guests enjoyed live music, food, games, and even an acrobatic performance. Still ahead, there are some new residents on Marquette's campus and their robots. We have the details coming up next when Weekend Mornings returns.
They look different online.
Jeez. Wow, that's a lot of rules. When you prefer dream vacation over a rental nightmare.
Let's get you checked in.
It matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay.
Backed by popular demand, Hy-Vee drive-through flu shot clinics. Just follow the signs in your Hy-Vee parking lot to get your flu shot right from your car. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment or prescription is necessary. Drive-through flu shots are offered on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 3 to 7 p.m. Or get your flu shot inside your Hy-Vee pharmacy at any time with no appointment necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you get a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver.
Joe Biden on Medicare for All.
It's going to raise taxes on middle-class people.
Medicare for All would double your income taxes, ban employer-provided and union health plans, and bankrupt Medicare for seniors. Mandela Barnes still supports Bernie Sanders' socialist takeover of your health care.
Medicare for All is the easiest way to get us to universal health care.
Mandela Barnes, more liberal than Joe Biden, way too liberal for Wisconsin.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Looks like they finally got rid of that trip hazard. They pump it full of mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Where are the patched holes? Where's the splashed mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Concrete lifting technologies can quickly raise and level any concrete surface using cutting-edge foam technology made in Wisconsin. Fast and accurate and eco-friendly.
How did those guys do it? Where are the holes? Where's the mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Hi, this is Lisa from 4Imprint. Yes. I'd like 50 welcome wows, 300 customer I love it, and 200 team member oh yes. Certainly. You know we got some brand new woohoos.
Dial up the wow factor with promotional products from 4Imprint. We specialize in awesome items that are certain to awe and guaranteed to deliver some ooh yes. From apparel, backpacks, drinkware to high-tech items.
Wow. I love it. Woohoo!
Go to 4imprint.com and find some wow now. 4Imprint, for certain.
Should your high schooler consider a career in high-demand skilled trades? Monday, Josh Sprider previews an event right here in the 608 that might spark their interest.
And will the start of the work week be warm and humid? Tune in Monday from 4:30 to 7.
Many people dread going there. But this employee makes visits to the DMV as easy as
1, 2, and 3.
Mark Kane meets a photographer whose approach is picture perfect.
Great, very well done.
Monday on News 3 Now at 10.
Finally this morning, a new delivery service is rolling up to dorms at Marquette University, and the drivers are robots. Hannah Hilliard reports.
Marquette University.
It's definitely a step in the future.
Is joining others nationwide introducing robot delivery on campus.
I think that they're so dang cute. I have unfortunately not seen the little guys rolling around, but I'd love to meet them.
The university soft launched the program this week, and many are noticing.
It's creating a huge buzz. It's very exciting.
Right now, anyone with the Everyday app can order from the Brew in the Union. The robots will then deliver that order to designated spots on campus, like academic buildings and dorms. Would you use it?
Yeah, I would, especially for me. I stay like on the east side of campus.
The university will have 15 robots roaming around.
These robots will cross streets like Wells and Wisconsin Avenue, but for right now, university officials say they'll have a chaperone with them.
Please be mindful. They are super cute. They will have a flag like this one coming up and a light. So that's all we're kind of saying. There'll be a little bit of patience that we'll need to have.
Only the person who ordered can open the lid through the app. And as for trying to mess with these robots,
so we haven't had anybody want to harm it as of yet, and haven't had too many experiences across the other campuses that we've had to deal with. So we're going to kind of see how that goes.
I think there's definitely pros and cons to it, but I think it's an exciting step in the future.
A step or role the university is ready to take. In Milwaukee, Hannah Hilliard, WISN 12 News.
Now here's Greg with one final check of your Sunday forecast. Greg, we were just talking that robot. We don't know how it'll do in the snow, but luckily it doesn't sound like we're going to need to worry about that here anytime soon.
Not yet, but it's coming. Obviously, we're on that track. Radar's pretty quiet right now. It'll pick up a little bit today, but most areas will just stay cloud cover and warm temps. We won't see showers and thunderstorms. La Crosse up to about 80, same time thing. Madison to about 80. A few showers late afternoon, evening. Better shot is to go towards Illinois. Don't forget the app. Download that and track the stuff, especially when we got to Monday night, Tuesday thunderstorms. And then overall, the one thing we'll look at the 10-day is the warm temperatures that come Tuesday for both locations and the drop-off of temperatures too. And don't forget that patchy morning fog tomorrow.
All right, thanks for joining us this morning. We have more news coming up for you tonight at 10.